over from Dingus. Sweet.
England is ready.
England is ready. Oh man. Let's see. Alright, now there's that hype. Ooh, alright, here we go.
Here we go.
Good old Ceres Station. Can't have a run without Ceres Station unless you're doing Spore Spawn RTA. We had eLmaGus with a little difficulty getting off that elevator, so now we've got a strong lead by ThunderMustache. Absolutely no way this can be brought back.
That stream delay though. Oh.
Don't worry, the two streams will get synced up, and then we will be synced up with the runners. Everything will be synced at one point. Do not worry. Do not fret.
Fine. Faisal is a god.
This is fine. This is fine. Wonderful.
We're just getting tried a little bit by the steam there on the magnet stairs. Opting to go up the left side as well in the main shaft. But they are both through. Now the run begins.
Indeed, the run has begun. So we're just going to see some pretty normal stuff. I mean, at this point, if you don't know what's happening right now, you obviously have not been watching any Super Metroid. So, heading on down through the down to the core of Zebes here. Well, part of the core of Zebes. Going grabbing morph, grabbing missiles, grabbing bombs. Start to nearly every single Super Metroid speedrun. Good thing both of these players that have demonstrated that they can count to 6. Just missing all of the platforms on the way down of the climb, so congratulations to them.
Counting's hard.
Yeah, it is. It definitely is. I've definitely miscounted many a time. eLmaGus having a little bit of difficulty with the pits, but making it through just fine.
Yeah, for such an early game in such a simple room, it can also be one of the most difficult to time your jumps. It's really strange. You saw count creep in the previous race, gap skipped them all. Most people just opt to run and jump. I don't know, is there much of a time difference in that one world? Between jumping to each platform or gap skipping?
Not really. I mean, with gap skipping, you're resetting your your speed a lot more frequently than you are with jumping across. So, obviously that's going to lead to that being slower, but it can definitely be a lot more consistent for some players. So the climb here can really separate you can really start to see, the proficiency with the climb really goes to show the players, how far a player has come technically with the game, especially in terms of wall jumping. Their proficiency making it up the climb is a big tell of how much time they've really put into this, because it's definitely one of the first major roadblocks in the run for a lot of newer players is getting up the climb. Especially when they first might be starting out, getting used to the wall jumping mechanics can be sometimes tricky because a lot of casual players, well, first time blind players and whatnot, assume intuitively that wall jumping you would press away from the wall and jump at the same frame. However, you need to press away from the wall and then jump. You have approximately 8 frames to jump after you press away from the wall to do a wall jump. So it can be a little bit counterintuitive for some people.
Just realised I've been talking for the past minute and my mic decided it didn't want me to speak.
Ugh. You want to provide a recap for us?
I was pretty much saying what you were. I could hear you, I just couldn't say anything. So
Gotcha.
starting to annoy me.
Well, I apologize if you thought that I was being rude and just talking right over you. So we're seeing Bomb Chorizo here. ThunderMustache getting out of there, no problem. The typical strategy for Bomb Chorizo is you're going to shoot him 5 times with your pea shooter and then proceed to hit him with 4 missiles. Pause for a minute as he goes through a small little change in state, and then finish him off with another 3. Doing so in that manner kills him without letting his health drop below 100. It goes from 100 exactly to 0, which eliminates that little head explosion phase that you did actually see eLmaGus get there. Very, very minor time loss, but, what can you do?
ThunderMustache, they're struggling a bit with Alcatraz escape. It can be tricky, especially when you're first starting out. Like, I still struggle with it a little bit at times. That's because I hardly play anymore.
Everybody does,
Yes.
though. There comes a point where it's like
Everyone
you
does.
start doing something, and then you get it, and you're like, okay, this trick is easy. And then at some point, for whatever reason, all of a sudden, you just can't do that trick anymore, and you fail it multiple times.
Short charging me and mine one at the moment.
Yep, it happens with short charging, it happens with Alcatraz, it happens with the Kraid quick kill, it happens with everything to any player. I feel like at least a couple times. It's happened with me, definitely, I can say, from personal experience. So you see right here from ThunderMustache, a mock ball going underneath those closing gates there to get early super missiles, effectively skipping the DLC. Little known fact, there is actually downloadable content for Super Metroid, a game released in 1994. There's an additional boss. You're going to see it again here from eLmaGus. Let's see if he can go ahead and pull that off. Looks like he didn't jump through the door, unfortunately. So it is possible to get the mock ball from within that room. You have a lot shorter distance, and it is a little bit more difficult. But there he goes, gets it. Easy peasy on his second attempt there. Charge beam getting grabbed there for ThunderMustache. Definitely an item that a lot of players have a special appreciation for after doing various different things, be it randomizers, puzzles, challenges, whatever, that limits your use of Charge Beam. Definitely can give players a newfound appreciation for having to try and do things without Charge Beam. So, also shoutouts to ThunderMustache right now with 69 health.
69, best number.
69.
Only true number. Can I just ask what the timers are at for you at the moment? It's my
For me, ThunderMustache is 36, 37, 38.
Okay, I'm 45 seconds behind.
Wow. All right.
Yeah. I'll just open up the just open up the Twitch webpage. I'm having some troubles with a live streamer at the moment.
Okay. So that little sequence break right there, it doesn't even really seem like a sequence break, because it just seems so like, oh, obviously you can just jump from the top of the crate entrance there all the way across to that other platform. But actually, it is intended that you grab high jump boots, and so I think that that's, you know, casually what a lot of casual players actually discover that on their own, being able to get into crate with that crate's lair without high jump boots. So going into the Kraid fight with 44 health, he actually, ThunderMustache goes for the damage boost, taking him into the danger zone. So that's actually going to give him a health bomb from Kraid. Not the best decision in my opinion, to go for that damage boost. Especially if he misses the quick kill here, he's going to have a much harder time. Alright, so he does get it. He is going to be health bombed, so now he is low on super missiles. He will get more super missiles from Mini Kraid, but his missile count is going to be low after killing Mini Kraid, and then additionally the space pirates as well, to get back out of Kraid's lair. Literally nothing significant about the number 69, other than it being in my name. I have given all meaning to the number 69 just purely because it's in my name.
The number 69 didn't exist before.
It didn't even exist.
It's
And if you were counting, you would go 67, 68, 70.
What's your time right now? The Twitch page is just loaded for me.
Just loaded, alright.
Yeah.
17, 12, 18, 19, 20.
Oh dear God. Yeah, I'm now 10, 11, 12.
Okay, so I mean that's better than 40. So, I mean, you know,
it's true. It's
Dingus is
getting there.
familiar.
We're making it down. We're cutting
Dingus
it down.
is familiar with the game enough to be able to project a little bit ahead to tell what's happening. So we're seeing, so eLmaGus was actually just slightly too late on shooting his super missile, missing the stun lock on Kraid's mouth. Going to have to fight Kraid with all of his body exposed here. Ooh, he's got to be really careful getting hit by these nipple jet skis coming out of Kraid right now. Shoutouts to Makara and Leodox. Getting a decent amount of ammo coming out of there. His health isn't really a huge issue. He's good. I can only assume he's going to grab the Kraid tank. So just so long as he, you know, doesn't run into Mini Kraid and take a bunch of damage, he should be fine and get a health refill from Kraid tank.
Yeah, ThunderMustache picked up Kraid tank as well, I believe. Oh, fine. Yep, he definitely did. I wouldn't be surprised if eLmaGus picks it up as well.
Oh man, whoops. There goes a Kojacking a super right into that locked on the door there by eLmaGus. That's okay though. He's still got 4. Having a little bit of trouble here getting out of the pit. He's got the Key Hunter party there just spitting acid at each other, just taunting him up there. He does end up making it out. And he is grabbing the Kraid tank. Kojacking another super missile. Wow. Right into the ceiling. And ThunderMustache, after a little bit of struggle, making it up Bubble Mountain.
Yeah, Bubble Mountain has been known to take victims. Luckily, it wasn't the machine gun cack attack at the top that knocked him down. That's the one that always hurts me deep.
The hidden boss, little known boss, Bubble Mountain Cack Attack. So ThunderMustache's ammo is looking pretty low right now. I'm wondering how long he's going to farm, what amount of ammunition he is going to be okay with moving on here.
Yeah, I'm also wondering if when they go into Meridia, if he's going to go and pick up crab supers. I think I've seen him do it before. I can't remember off the top of my head.
Yeah, Crab Supers definitely is really decent to grab. So it looks like eLmaGus actually missed the Gamer on the way down to get to high jump. Had to go up and wait to kill him so he can unlock the door and actually leave pre-high jump there. But yeah, so Crab Supers actually, it's really good. Getting those extra 5 super missiles can really help in the Batoon fight. And, you know, subsequently in the Dragon fight as well, if you're not as confident with your Shine Sparks. Just having that bit of extra ammo to lay into the bosses can speed it up a little bit if you're not confident with, or not practiced in any of the other strats.
Yeah, it can also give you that little bit added extra security against Mother Brain as well. Like
that. Oh yeah. So also, good point Dingus makes. Later in the game as well, having that extra ammo additionally makes you not really have to worry about your ammunition in Turian and being able to and you really don't need to worry about not being able to kill Mother Brain 1, since Mother Brain 1 can only be damaged with ammunition, the missiles and super missiles, not by a charged shot.
Alright, so eLmaGus there just rolled underneath everything. Just you take a little bit of damage and you got the acid rising, but the acid rise is slow enough as for you to get through the room. However, if it was a PAL, that's not an option. Also, the machine gun cack attack just decided to ruin his good day.
Oh yeah. So you see ThunderMustache heading in here to grab early ice. It is faster to get ice on your way to Lower Norfair later on in the run. However, some players do opt to get it now on their way to the wrecked ship, just for ease of ascension of Red Tower. The intended way to ascend Red Tower is to freeze all of the rippers on your way there, and then stand on them and get up Red Tower. You can, however, shoot the block out and wall jump up past them. But you know, getting ice early, not a huge deal. So we're gonna be seeing that come out from probably both players here. Looking like a good ice escape there from ThunderMustache.
Yeah, the advantage to getting ice with this route late is you don't have to pause at any point in the run.
Right, and it also allows for a more direct route to Lower Norfair, should you choose to take it. However, it is not much faster and more difficult to optimize. Oh, we see eLmaGus going for the fabled turnaround over the... Oh no! Oh gosh, so first he KO'd through one of the moving platforms, and then he skipped the missile for some reason, and then fell off the platform, went through the crumble blocks, and then KO'd on the platform again. Oh, when these platforms are considered enemies, and if you turn around right as you were about to run into them with your hitbox, you will actually go right through them. Oh my goodness, so he does and falls on the spikes. He's always just got a wall jump up here, break and spin. Really struggling to get to wave beam. Okay, so he does make it up there at the expense of a lot of energy and a lot of time, but he is still nearly a minute ahead of his PB, so I don't think he's worried at all. He is just flying by. In terms of his PB. If we turn our attention back to ThunderMustache here, as eLmaGus is just going to make his way to Ice, we assume, and then up to Red Tower. We're seeing ThunderMustache grabbing power bombs now, so he can make his way to Wreck Ship and go kill Phantoon. So we saw that ThunderMustache did not pick up Spazer. Neither of these players actually picked up Spazer. And so we're probably going to be seeing the X Factor method of killing Phantoon coming out of these players. The reason I say this is if players opt to get Spazer, there's a different method where you can 4-round Phantoon just using charge shots. However, when they don't pick up Spazer, it's not really a viable option. So the most likely thing we're going to see here is X Factor attempts from these players.
ThunderMustache opting not to make a safety save before going to Phantoon as well. We've seen Phantoon wreck a couple of races so far. They must be feeling pretty confident.
Yep. Alrighty. So I'm guessing due to the low amount of health, we already saw eLmaGus get the Red Tower energy refill, so I'm assuming he's going to just pop right back in there, refill his energy again before he goes to... before he starts to ascend Red Tower. He's just going to pop in there first for a quick little refill.
Meanwhile, ThunderMustache is making his way down to Casper the Unfriendly Ghost.
Oh yeah. And getting trolled by a Covern there. While eLmaGus is struggling to get himself bomb jump up and break those blocks. He does not know that there's actually a strategy where you can do a bomb spread and actually launch bombs up into the air and have them bounce around, and they actually blow up those blocks up at the top. However, neither of those methods are required should you just be able to jump and morph quick enough and then lay a bomb up at the top. Or additionally, of course, you can go for the traditional ice escape method. So we are seeing only one power bomb here for ThunderMustache.
I just noticed that as you said it.
Yeah, he's only going to be able to get off one X Factor. He does get a fast pattern from Phantoon, but ends up missing. Does connect that X Factor, however, so that is good for him. I don't know if he realizes. Oh, he does. Okay, so he's going to finish off Phantoon with just some ammunition here. We see eLmaGus being a little bit careful here. Just doesn't want to fall in those spikes. Doesn't want to get knocked back by those screes. He wants to get that health refill, and there he goes. So Phantoon is now within super ring range for once Phantoon turns that bright red. You can kill him with one super missile. So we're just gonna wait. Just gotta wait for him to open up there, and hopefully, I'm not seeing a death here from ThunderMustache. His health is a little bit low. He was picking up health drops. Just gotta wait for Phantoon to appear, and there he goes, ending the fight with 10 health. My goodness gracious. What a close fight. So he is going to get health bombed here. Might prove to be a little bit of a problem. He's not going to have any power bombs for the attic. I'm not really sure what his normal method for clearing the attic is. But for many players, killing the first 4 enemies with a power bomb is the choice and you know, pretty quick method there. So if he doesn't have one, we're going to see him use a lot of ammunition, probably slow him down quite a bit. First on his way there, though, he's going to make a pit stop, grab some extra super missiles. We see eLmaGus getting Vile-plumed multiple times in the Hellway and on his way through getting power bombs. The health drain is pretty negligible. They do 25 damage to you without the power suit, or with the power suit. So with various suit, they're only going to be doing 12. But it's more the fact that it takes so long for the Vileplumes to actually let go of you. And so we're seeing eLmaGus changing his mind at the last minute there before going up the elevator to make a safety save before Phantoon. And so yeah, here we go. We're seeing he's being forced to take his time, use a lot of his ammunition to kill these enemies in the attic here from ThunderMustache. A little bit unfortunate, but you know, it's what happens when you don't have the power bombs. So he makes it through there without a hitch, considering the circumstances. Bart does make a good point in chat there. It was actually, and I neglected to mention this, there was a power bomb that he could have farmed in the room going towards the wreck ship energy tank. There was actually a pipe in that room that you can kill that has a very, very high chance to drop a power bomb. So he could have actually stopped in there real quickly. I did forget to mention this. I'm glad somebody brought it up. So he could have grabbed the power bomb in there. However, I'm not sure if he does know, he just did exactly what I did just now and forgot that was an option.
So I thought the mustache decided to opt out of attempting bowling spark there. Had plenty of health, so
it is a difficult spark to do, though. Not because it's a difficult short charge, like as far as taps go. Like it's not like a 3 or 4 tap, but you do have to do the charge through a door transition. Now that is kind of, it can be really difficult, especially when you're learning short charging, like doing a charge through a door. Like a lot of the time players practice in like the room before Golden 4, or Dragon's room is another really common place to learn and practice short charging. And in there isn't any door transitions that you're running through, so you can just get a rhythm down, you know, you can like internalize a rhythm. But you can't use that if you're going through a door transition, because that's you know, like 2-3 seconds that you're having to wait for that.
Yeah, I remember seeing him once. Have you learnt the method where you're standing in the rising water, and you just hold run from there through the door?
No, I tend to not do that. Oh my god! Okay, so eLmaGus gets swooped by Phantoon just out of nowhere after taking, I think it was 3 hits from. He got a partial sunrise surprise. I believe that was 3 flames he got hit by. So that was 60 damage, and then just got finished off by the rest of Phantoon. But good thing he saved. He knew he knew that this might happen, so that was a good idea for him to safety save there. If he had not safety saved, again, for those of you who are unaware, you do have to start the game over completely. There is no, there are no checkpoints in Super Metroid, like automatic checkpoints. So you do have to, make saves if you do want to progress here without starting completely over from scratch. And then we see a health refill there from ThunderMustache as well. Heading on into Meridia for him now. As I've been saying for this entire tournament, in response to those who suggest to save the animals, go save a real animal. This is a video game. And this is a speed run. Please just... Why? Why bother? Alright, so, doing a partial Shine Spark across the ocean there. Now, some people might see that as a mistake, but actually it can be used as a strategy to bonk on that upper part of that opening there before the green door, going all the way over to the green door does consume a little bit extra health. So some players actually, on purpose, bonk themselves on that upper part of that ledge so that they do conserve that extra health for the Phantoon fight. How much time does it take to get the energy recharge on the way to Meridia? You need to factor in the time it takes for each additional door transition, which is 2, which are approximately like 2.5 seconds. And then you also have to calculate the amount of time that it takes to actually refill your energy, which off the top of my head would say it's about 4 or 5. So the approximation of 10 seconds is pretty close to accurate. So ThunderMustache here, fighting Batoon, having a little bit of trouble with his X Factor there, and then his super missiles, missing quite a few of those. We see a fast pattern coming out from Phantoon for eLmaGus. We're seeing him trying to do the X Factors. Not entirely sure if he completely knows the movement and positioning for this, you know, but he's going for it. He's giving it his best shot. So we're just gonna see how that goes for him. Continuing with just charged wave shots, which is really not the best choice he could be making. That only does 150 damage per charge shot, so that's actually going to take a lot longer than if he was to just opt for using missiles here. Missiles you can fire a lot quicker. They're going to be a lot higher DPS than what just shooting a bunch of charged wave shots at him. We're going to see if he continues up with this strategy. We're going to see quite a lot of rounds coming out to kill Phantoon. Pushing over to ThunderMustache. We did see him spark up to get to the top of the room before the Coliseum quickly. That was intentional. He charged his Shine Spark in the room before that, so he did have a plan to make that spark there. So he's just heading into Dragon now, out of super missiles. So I don't think he got crab supers. So he's going to end up with only 2 missiles left here after killing these turrets. It actually looks like 1 now because he missed one of them on the turrets. So hopefully he's feeling pretty good about his opener and just the Dragon fight in general. Looks like he's going to be starting with the X Factor method. Back to eLmaGus, starting to get worried. He is 1 hit away from death. If he does not grab some health here quickly, he is going to die. And he running right over to Phantoon. Knew it, apparently not knowing that that's a very common place for Phantoon to open. It's very dangerous for him to run over and grab that health. So I guess I did miss. Alright, Phantoon is taken down successfully for eLmaGus, so congratulations to him. He has made it through. I did miss the very beginning of ThunderMustache's fight. He does still have a power bomb. Either he got a lucky drop or he did not actually do the X Factor opener. I did not see that. My apologies. So again, these Shine Sparks, he is doing pretty good Shine Sparks. So he is getting them in a very good position on Dragon. You want to kind of Shine Spark Dragon right through about where her eye is, like right through the neck. That is going to be doing the most damage for your Shine Spark. Additionally, to get the most bang for your Shine Spark, you want to start the Shine Spark as close to Dragon as possible without taking damage. Because as a Shine Spark begins and continues to go, it speeds up more and more. So starting your Shine Spark as close to Dragon as possible will start it at the slowest speed, remaining inside Dragon's hitbox for longer. And for every frame that you're inside Dragon's hitbox, you're doing 150 damage per frame to Dragon. So alright, so it's looking like Dragon probably needs like 1 more good Shine Spark, more likely 2 out here. ThunderMustache has to be really careful. Dragon does 40 damage per hit running out of energy quickly. Okay, he's got 1 hit left before he would die. I would suggest stopping the shine sparks for now, and if he does not go under, okay, he's just got to be really careful here. He's gonna be really careful to not die. If you stay morphed, you will not get. If Dragon is swooping, she does not actually swoop all the way to the bottom tile, so you will be safe there. All right, there we go. Dragon has been taken down successfully, with ThunderMustache surviving. Did he speed keep because he was gooped? I'm not entirely sure what you mean. The only way to keep speed in this game is if you were to take damage and do a perfect unmorph onto the ground. Frame perfectly. Not really an option in that scenario. So ThunderMustache has his entourage of mock droids following him as he's space jumping back across the Coliseum here. So you're going to have a little bit of downtime from these players here. You've got eLmaGus heading through bowling, just going to gravity. And then ThunderMustache is going to make his way to Plaza Beam before leaving Meridia and heading to Lower Norfair. So Plasma Beam. What a wonderful sight to behold. Plasma Beam is going to go ahead and allow and pretty much essentially triple the amount of damage that your beam was doing, in comparison to if you used Spazer. So the difference between those two is very drastic. In addition to traveling through enemies, Plasma Beam is really a great thing to have. It's going to speed up the boss fights as well, the Mother Brain and Ridley boss fights, quite a bit. You see, eLmaGus, he got Vile Plumed again, and he has low health yet again, so we might just see another refill here at the bottom of Red Tower. Yep, there he goes. You still with us, Dingus?
I am. Sorry, I had to take a phone call.
Yeah, no worries.
It was an important one.
Yeah, you know, when
in terms of Super Metroid, it was an important one.
Oh, gotcha. Might know what you mean.
Yep.
So, yeah, okay. Guess we'll figure that out later. So we see our players high-fiving each other here just as eLmaGus starts to enter Meridia. We see ThunderMustache leaving, heading on down to Lower Norfair. He's not going to go to get ice because obviously he has it already. So what's going to happen is at some point he's going to re-equip Ice Beam before the Ridley fight. I would certainly hope, because that is going to reduce the amount of shots that Ridley takes to die by 4. So he is actually going to be going a little bit of a roundabout way to... Oh, he's taking this way because he wants to get a health refill before Laura Norfair. That's what it is. That's what he's doing. And we do see eLmaGus actually going to grab super missiles here. Like we were mentioning before, it is really good to have that extra bit of ammunition for some of the boss fights, as well as less worry about drops in Turian.
Yeah, there's no shame in being safe at all.
Yep, not at all. If a player does forfeit, their race time will automatically be calculated as 3 hours, so it is pretty advantageous of every player to not forfeit. In addition, a more important reason not to forfeit, you might argue, is that the other player has every possible chance of dying. And if they die, if they have not made a recent safety save, there is a very, very high chance of the other player being able to come back and take the race. So we have seen this multiple times already in this tournament. So
Crab supers. Now I've got that bit from South Park just stuck in my head. Oh, thanks, Balthazar.
So we're seeing attempting an X Factor. I believe that was really... Yeah, that was a very late X Factor there from eLmaGus. Did get one shot off, so he is going to have to hit another 9 super missiles on Botwoon. He's missing quite a few, whiffing them on his body. Alright, so now it looks like ThunderMustache is opting to turn on Ice Beam here now to kill these pirates in the worst room of the game, making his ascent through here much more easy and risk-free. Running out of super missiles, eLmaGus has to finish off Botwoon with just charge shots. But he does make it through there with quite a bit of health. It's just a lack of ammo there. He could
even
just
though,
go...
Botwoon's even though Botwoon's a mini-boss, like mastering like the X Factor and supers can take quite some time as well.
Yeah, additionally, Botwoon does have 4 different patterns he can open up with, one of which is really, really annoying. It makes it very... He exits his hole from the top left, as he always does in the beginning of the fight, but he leaves the screen very, very quickly, so it makes it really difficult to kill him in one round. So we're seeing eLmaGus opting to farm from more supers here, so I'm assuming we're going to see a no Shine Sparking fight out of him for Dragon.
Oh, they've been skimpy on those drops.
They definitely were. He decided to wait until he had absolutely full health.
Yeah, even more experienced players sometimes just want to make sure you got a little bit of ammo just in case the worst thing happen, or the worst things can happen with Dragon.
Yep. You see EOD Text posted a picture there from the wonderful member of our community, Mia FTW, an excellent artist. She did draw that picture, that image there of Botwoon. Very, very accurate. Very accurate.
I'm going to go and get that put on a t-shirt. Along with Scumbag Dragon.
Oh yeah.
I'll be showcasing that at a event in July.
So, eLmaGus's PB is 1 hour, 4 minutes, and 34 seconds, so I think it might be safe to say he is relatively new to speedrunning Super Metroid. I don't really know when he started to speedrun. But it might be safe to assume it has been recently. We're seeing ThunderMustache in the Ridley fight now, so Ridley is going to take 20 charged shots with the beams that he does have equipped. And he has to make sure to hit Ridley's body. Ridley's tail is invincible, so...
Although he has fired 3 supers into Ridley as well.
Yeah, so actually, super missiles, do you want to talk about how those work with Ridley?
Yeah, with Ridley and Fantoon, super missiles have got a strange property of doing 600 damage instead of 300. Difference with Fantoon, it really agitates Fantoon and puts Fantoon into a state that no one wants to see. But with Ridley, it's nice. You've got that little bit extra damage. So, like, if you're doing 100%, you've got 30 supers.
We are getting
gonna
really
be quicker.
scariness from Ridley here. Oh
Yeah.
no! God, I hate to interrupt you, Dingus. ThunderMustache
okay.
getting
okay.
stabbed in the ball, dude. Stabbed in the
Oh.
ball by Ridley and dying, opting to forfeit from the race. He has forfeited in the race channel.
No.
I don't know if he ever made a safety save.
I don't think he did.
That is why this is see I mentioned it earlier. This is why you don't forfeit, and this is why it's great that eLmaGus kept going after his death to Fantoon. Anything can happen. So it's looking like we have an upset here. All eLmaGus has to do is complete the run. All he has to do is complete the run, and he will have the win. So you know, it doesn't even matter how long he takes. Well, I mean, I guess maybe if he takes longer than 3 hours. Well, I am not expecting to see that. So, yep. But see, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. ThunderMustache forfeited, but if he unforfeits, he does have the option. Let's just make this known. ThunderMustache does have the option to unforfeit and start over and continue to play, because should eLmaGus die, right? It is still a possibility. eLmaGus can still die, giving ThunderMustache a chance to come back. It is entirely possible. Like, it works in both directions.
I've just had a crazy idea. What's your timer say right now?
11:37, or no, just kidding.
Okay.
47:08, 47:09, 10, 11.
Okay, because yeah, live stream has just come back, but I seem to be now 10 seconds ahead of you.
Yeah, so I have. Yeah, you
I
want?
can't
So
win
just,
with technology today.
just pause them for about like 10
Yeah.
seconds and then unpause them.
Right, let's try that. Right, so it's 42, 43, 44.
Yeah, just about another 2 seconds.
Okay. 1, 2, unpause. 53, 54.
Somehow you like did not. I'm at 55, 56, 57.
Okay,
50.
right. I'm now at 10, 11, 12. Is that good?
Okay, you're like 1 second. That's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't work well with technology at the moment.
And here he has chosen to undone from the race. ThunderMustache coming back. He is coming
Good
back.
lads.
He's going to start over. He did say that he has not saved, so he is going to have to start over from the beginning of the game. But I did tell him he has the option to dot undone. There is always the chance that eLmaGus can die. So there he goes. He is starting up again. So I say they have to start the whole game over, but there is actually, I did lie, there is actually checkpoints and automatic saves in Super Metroid. There are 2 of them. Actually, there's 3 of them. There's one at the end of the intro cutscene when you start series. There's one when you leave series and get on the elevator and the cutscene starts. And then there's one once you land on Zebes. So he does get to... There is about, you know, little over 2 minutes that he doesn't have to redo because he started at the ship.
Yes. That's what we like to see. That's what we like to see. Instead of forfeiting and ending up with a 3-hour time to come back.
Yep. Let's give ThunderMustache
That's
some
exactly,
hype in
yeah.
chat. Like, get excited. Like, show him that you guys are rooting for him. Even if you're secretly rooting for eLmaGus, if you're one of those people who likes to root for the underdog, just show your appreciation for ThunderMustache, because you know what? He is giving you that much more entertainment. I'm not sure what I'm lying about, but I haven't said anything untrue. What are you accusing me of? So I can correct this. Anyway,
I'm back.
no worries.
Yeah.
Anyway, we've got eLmaGus heading on down to Lower Norfair right now at this very second. He might stop at the little farming station to get a little bit extra ammo, get more supers. Yes, he is.
You'd be correct.
Yeah, there he goes. So he's gonna. I'm assuming he's gonna farm up more supers before he goes to either that or he wants to get his health up, or both. Who knows? Yeah, it looks like he does want to farm up supers. So. You don't really need to hope that eLmaGus dies, because there is yet another Super Metroid any percent race for this tournament right after this one. So scheduled to start in approximately 35 minutes. It will, however, get delayed because this run is going to take longer, because ThunderMustache he is going to finish now. But right after this race concludes, there will be another race happening, and it will actually be 2 races happening simultaneously.
eLmaGus taking the Sabin Lower Norfolk. Just before
he is,
yellow,
okay, yeah, so that's good choice by him. He knows that ThunderMustache had to start over, because he saw it in the race chat. You know, I don't know if he's paying attention to the stream or anything, if he knows, or if he has any other information, but he knows that he has quite a big lead, and he does not want to lose it. He does not want to throw that away, so he is going to probably take quite a few safety saves, and just take it slow. He wants that W on his record.
This is his first SRL race as well, for Super Metroid.
For eLmaGus?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's a link. I might be wrong, but I think eLmaGus is a Link to the Past player.
I am not sure. So eLmaGus going for a similar method that we saw ThunderMustache doing here, power bomb, or killing these pirates here to make his getting up a little bit easier.
Oh, there we go. The chat has replied. He's been playing A Link to the Past lately, but O'Dears says he runs a lot of RPGs.
Gotcha.
Okay, thank you guys for clearing that up.
Runs Chrono Trigger as well. Man, does a lot. Wow.
Yeah, wow.
A lot of RPGs. That is quite the feat, to be able to not only run one RPG, which to me is like a little bit crazy already, but running multiple RPGs. This man is crazy.
I'm counting at least 6 here.
At least 6. Oh my god.
Yeah. And Super Mario Land 2.
This is one of those, he's just one of those guys really loves speedruns. All different kinds of category, or all different games, different styles. So see another save coming out here.
He's playing it very smart now.
Yep, he's playing it
This is
smart.
probably the RPG in him coming out.
Yep, he is saying there is no way I am losing this race. And he is keeping an eye on his power bomb count. He does know that he needed to bomb those blocks there, so he doesn't have to grab the power bombs. A shame. eLmaGus is on the loose. I like that. I approve. 10 out of 10 wordplay.
Right, that's the first metal pirate down.
Yeah, these metal pirates and their AI can be really, really tricky for a lot of players. First trying to figure it out, especially for casual players. And even more so, even more so when there's two of them on the screen. Like, it can just be so confusing, like how to actually damage them and how to manipulate them in such a way that they can be damaged. Because sometimes they reflect your shots even though they are in their golden state. So it can be confusing to see that and say, oh, well, maybe that's not how they get damaged, and then, you know, make it just take that much longer. So we're seeing farming for health coming out here from eLmaGus. Not a bad choice whatsoever. And going into Ridley. So, as Dingus was saying, and I do apologize for interrupting him earlier for that big death, though, there was... Super missiles do double damage to a few enemies and a few bosses, Ridley being one of them. So they are actually... Super missiles, if you use them on Ridley, are higher DPS, or damage per second, than your charge shots are. So, you know, when players end up using supers, that is making the fight go a lot faster.
Not a lot of power going yet from oh, I spoke far too soon.
So Ridley, little more than half dead. Once you see him change colors to that red, he does only have 10 shots left. As we said, it takes 20 total charge shots here with the beams that they have equipped. eLmaGus has got to be a little bit careful here. He's only got about 3 hits left. He has got 1 hit left, and wow! My goodness, barely getting grabbed there without getting hit by the tail. Wow, what a lucky finish from eLmaGus there. And by lucky, I mean totally. And by lucky, I mean totally calculated. It was completely intentional. So much luck, it looked like. So much skill, it looked like luck, as was mentioned in a previous race, when something of that very similar nature happened. So we're seeing eLmaGus actually struggling with wall jumps there, breaking spin.
So I'm sure.
Okay, turning our attention to ThunderMustache, having a very at 2 health for 1 second during this this Kraid fight here. He needs to be very careful. Kraid still needs quite a bit of damage if I'm reading his color correctly. Yeah, so 1 super, just a couple more missiles. He will die if he gets hit by something. He needs to grab some health, dude. Okay. We're in the clear there. ThunderMustache almost dying to Kraid. Getting health bombed again. I believe that happened last time as well because he had damage boosted and took himself into the danger zone. The danger zone! Before fighting Kraid, so... Thank you, Dingus.
Yeah. The 80s! It's coming back to me now, even though I was just a child.
Hey man, you can still say you lived in it.
That's true.
You can still have memories. Just as much as I have memories from the 90s, but I was only a child as well.
I can remember getting this game for my birthday, I think it was, when I was 9.
If only you knew where you would be
Yeah.
22 years later from that.
It's the part of the conversation I was having with Behemoth last night about it as well. Turns out we both got ours from the same place.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, I see Mia's appeared in the chat. Mia, I must apologise. I'm stealing your artwork to put on a t-shirt.
Your Botwoon art was linked in chat as some of our players were fighting Botwoon. There is much appreciation for the accuracy of the drawing.
A picture speaks 1,000 words, Mia. I love it. Oh,
You're in trouble.
I am.
Not giving me a credit. That's
I gave Mia credit.
You said you're taking her artwork to put on a shirt. Doesn't sound like she's getting any sort of credit there.
I'm gonna have Mia FTW like printed all over it in big letters, capital letters on the back of it, the sleeves, above the artwork, below the artwork, on the inside.
If you have it on the back, up like
tag.
across the back of your shoulders, people will think you are Mia FTW. That's even worse. Trying to pass yourself off as Mia FTW? How dare you?
Okay, all right. Around the neck, I'll have I am Dingus.
Oh my god!
I could possibly dig myself a deeper hole.
I am a dingus.
Yes, that's it. Perfect.
People will wonder about you.
Well, the Icelandic people, they wondered about me, and then they built monuments of me in their city. Well, that's what I'd like to think, anyway. I sent Stray a picture of it earlier.
So we see eLmaGus heading up through Meridia, heading towards the final stretch here, final area of the game, Turian. He's going up through. This is the quickest way to get up there. Get up to Turian, through Meridia, splitting them out in Red Tower up to the ship, and then into Golden 4. As we see ThunderMustache going back through, getting some key items here in Norfair before going back to the wreck ship.
Yeah, do you think eLmaGus is going to take a quick pit stop at the ship to refill on everything? Or
I mean, we saw him save a lot of
inside the head. Yeah,
it is. We saw him save a lot of times already. He even has that extra super missile pack. He has a good amount of health. Like, I really don't expect like a stop at the ship. Like, even at this point, considering, like, you know, even if he wants to be extra safe, like, there's really not a reason to do that. I mean, we're about to see in just a second here. It looks like he's opting to just go right on by. Good decision by him. I think it's not really necessary at all to do that. Saving those extra couple, like 7-8 seconds.
Being overly safe. That charge shot at the bottom of Terminator. I think what he wanted to do was jump and shoot, but forgot to jump. Ended up freezing the ended up freezing the waiver, and then confused himself by just standing there for a second. I've done it so many times.
Yep.
He is now in Golden 4, playing around with some bombs. taking his vengeance out on the statue of a deceased Fantoon.
That did take his life once, but not twice.
Right, so he's decided to pass up the first save. That,
Yeah, I would probably
See that one coming,
assume
yeah.
a save at the save of doom before starting the Mother Brain fight. I'd be a little bit surprised if he didn't. His last save.
would be very,
His last save is the Ridley save before Ridley was killed, so that would be quite a setback. If I do remember his last save correctly.
yeah, it was.
Nostalgia 101 going on in chat here.
Nice. He used the iframes from the Rinker to stop getting grabbed there. That was planned.
Yep, and there he goes through Metroids with maximum ammunition, maximum health. So he should have no problem taking out Mother Brain 1.
Let me just insert some nostalgia right into this chat here. The real Ghostbusters. Why is no one talking about the late 80s, early 90s cartoon which had parents phoning up saying that it was terrifying their children? And if you watch it now, it's laughable.
The original?
Yeah.
I had a class where I was doing a presentation, and I made a reference to the original Ghostbusters, and it went over like everybody's head, except for the teacher, who was the only person who was laughing. And I was like, well, alright, I guess. Thanks. So here we go. We're assuming to see a save here. There he goes. Yep, making the save.
So
Plenty of ammo to take out Mother Brain. So we're just going to see a Zebutite skip here, and then the home stretch, final 100 meters.
Struggling a little bit with that Zeb skip. But he's through.
Yep, there he goes. Getting a couple of his missiles there, sniped by, and whiffing a super missile on the glass as well. He should... 3 supers on the glass. I think he should still be fine because he got all those extra supers, but wow, that was a lot of missed ammunition. And it's not like it really... Yeah, he's got plenty of ammo. And I mean, even if he... That was just a lot of ammunition. And, you know, even if he had missed, he did just make a save. So it's not like it really is going to matter. So taking a look at his health here. Mother Brain has a scripted Rainbow Beam attack, which does 300 damage. So should he get taken enough hits and drop below 300 damage, he will die. He will not survive through that cutscene, so he will have to reset. The ketchup beam that Mother Brain starts to use after she's been taken down below 3/4 of her health does 100 damage per hit, and it has multiple hitboxes. So should some of those hitboxes overlap and hit you on the same frame, you can actually be dealt multiple hundreds of damage. So, oh, we did see. Oh, so he took damage from the bomb there. Was right below the ketchup beam, but he does actually make it through here, no problem. Mother Brain is dead. Choosing not to take additional damage here. Interestingly, it will waste a little bit of extra time and actually risking death, but very, very rare to see that happen. But I approve of his decision to not take damage, ending this fight with 69 health. We get to look at that wonderful number.
Oh, what a number. What a
The entire cutscene. I'm wondering, what is ThunderMustache? He doesn't have super missiles. Oh no, he couldn't get through the door. Oh, apparently he missed. He missed a super missile. He cannot. Oh, you can damage that Ripper with a missile. I did not actually know that. That's something I learned just now. And he fell. He's not going to be able to pick up that. He's not going to be able to pick up that super. Oh no. Oh man, dude. What is he doing? Taking off high jump boots. Oh, he's gonna take off high jump so he can get back across here. You can leave high jump boots on and jump back across here. It is a little more difficult. Taking the behemoth bath. Yeah. There we go. Well, while we anxiously await for ThunderMustache to get a super missile, we look back over at eLmaGus here, starting Mother Brain 3, and then initiating the escape. Let's see how his Mother Brain 3 goes. He's actually very close to Mother Brain. A lot of these shots are not going to hit.
He's fine. He's fine.
He's doing fine, yeah.
Of course, she has to throw out one last meatball, doesn't she? Always. Oh, two. So it makes me think whether Mother Brain was secretly a chef in an Italian restaurant.
The drop is gone. He can just reload the room. Realizing that now. Reload here. As we see eLmaGus starting finishing up the escape, he is at the home stretch here. Let's see, can ThunderMustache get this super? He does. So we're probably going to see him very carefully set up this super shot to open up this door before he goes and fights Phantoon. But eLmaGus getting through the escape, making sure to take out these pirates along the way so they don't troll him. I don't know, man. 3 minutes. Not a whole lot of time. We'll see if he's actually able to make it out of the escape in time. It's going to be close. I don't know, man.
Now's the shine spark.
So we're actually about to see if he is going to DQ himself. Is he going to save the animals or not? Certainly hope he does not. Save a real animal in real life. Alright, looks like he is just flying right on past them. They'll be barbecued. We were having barbecue tonight, folks. eLmaGus with the upset, finishing with a official race time of 1 hour, 13 minutes, 56 seconds. Congratulations to eLmaGus. Wonderful job. Even with a death to Phantoon, you know, of course, anything can happen here. Wow.
He did the smart moves as well. He knew where he was going to struggle. Made the safety saves beforehand. It didn't they did come into use as well, with obviously Fantoon taking the early death for him.
And we might see a death here. ThunderMustache is cutting it really close with this Fantoon. He's just remaining at very, very low health. Reminder that Fantoon and the Flames do 20 damage each. So... No, I tried to make it sound like I was joking with a cough. Saving the animals does not DQ you. Just elicits the scorn and disapproval from many, many members of the community. No, saving the animals, players do at their own discretion. You know, choosing to take that time, however long it takes, in their own.
And Fantoon is now down for ThunderMustache.
Fantoon is now down, and ThunderMustache has now forfeited the race. He is deciding to not continue on with this here. No, Fantoon does 40 damage when you have the power suit only. Varia cuts that in half. So, ThunderMustache forfeiting the race. GG to both players. Let's show some hype in there.
Yeah, a noble effort as well. Originally going for deciding to forfeit and then come back into it. You've got to give him some props for that as well.
Yep, it takes a tremendous amount of discipline to be able to come back from a loss. From a death like that, even having to start over completely and continue going, it is very, very demoralizing, very discouraging to have that happen to you, and to be able to continue on is really hard. So congratulations to both racers. We will see in approximately 9 minutes. We do have another race going on. For those of you who might have been unhappy that there's no more Super Metroid, well, have no fear. There is more Super Metroid right here. We are going to have 2 races happening simultaneously. We've got Hillborn versus Hyper Shadic 11 and Reddy versus Brother Main as well. Both races going on at the same time in here. It is not a 4-way race, mind you. It is 2 separate 1v1 races, but it's much more entertaining to have multiple races going on at the same time. It's going to be great to watch. We can pretend like some of the other races are racing each other when just, keep in mind they are not. But that's starting in about 8 to 9 minutes, so stick around, folks. More awesome Super Metroid coming your way.
Well, I'm going to dip out.
Thank you so much for that.
For all the races today.
Yeah, this is
I've
Little Dingus.
4 hours.
Oh, got working 4 hours. Gosh. Well, we do appreciate you sticking by with us. Make sure if you guys liked the commentary from Little Dingus, make sure to give him a follow. Twitch.tv/Little Dingus. I can put his URL here in the chat in just a minute. But we bid thee farewell. I am going to be sticking around, however. I'm going to have another commentator jump on in here, Ox, at some point. So, anyways, we bid thee farewell, Dingus, and try and stay awake during work.
Oh, I'll try. No promises.
Okay.
I might fall asleep at someone's door whilst putting a letter through it, but worse things have happened. Right, and I'll catch all of you for Oceanfly tomorrow.
Oh yeah, Oceanfly Marathon tomorrow at twitch.tv/Ludendi, starting at 1 a.m. or p.m. Excuse me, or no, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. On twitch.tv/Ludendi, there's a 24-hour Super Metroid Marathon raising money to get some a European runner behemoth to SDQ. So put that in your calendars.
And that will also be kicking off with a 4-way race as well of the old route.
Yes, it will. It's going to be really, really great. All of your favorite names from this tournament will most likely be there. If you are looking for information on that, you can go to. Oh yes, Goop is already all over it. Anyways, I don't mean to keep you here any longer, Dingus. Go
That's
ahead
okay.
and get out of here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course.
Catch you later,
See you
mate.
later.
Later, guys. Bye.
Alright, so I'm going to just take a minute here to rest my voice while we get the other racers ready to go and set up. So I will be right here. Just hang tight, everybody. Hello, everyone. I figured I could take this time to let you all know about all of the other events going on right here on twitch.tv/speedgaming. As you could, if you scroll down, if you are on the Twitch website, if you scroll down, if you're on mobile, if you swipe to the left, you'll be able to see all of the other events going on currently. In addition to the Super Metroid event that is going on right now, there is also a link to the past tournament happening currently right here as well. Oops. There it is. Ox corrected me, and I mistyped the command there. There is also a 46 Robot Masters Mega Man tournament. There is a Blaster Master tournament. The 46 Robot Masters has not started yet, but you can still sign up. Blaster Masters is currently going on. And lastly, there is a Ninja Gaiden 2 tournament, which will be starting in 2 days. All of which, right here, at twitch.tv/speedgaming, for all of your speedrunning needs. To satisfy your speedrunning itch, come back here. All of those links will provide the information on when the events, or when the matches are scheduled, so you can make sure you are completely up to date all the time and never missing a match. So we are waiting for 2 more of the runners to get into the race channel. Additionally, waiting for the restream to get completely set up, and in that time, let's see, who am I missing here? Trying to pull up all of the streamers for myself. All right, I am back. I'm just checking in with some of the racers, making sure they're all on the same page. So we are waiting for one more racer to enter the race channel before we can begin. So we appreciate you guys bearing with us here. So while we are waiting, I can give you guys a little bit of an overview on who these players are, what their seed is, what their PBs are, so you can kind of see what to expect. So up in the top left, or in the upper half of the screen, we've got a race between Hillborn and Hypershadic 11. Hillborn, let me see, they are Hillborn and Hypershadic are a part of Group Hyper. Hillborn coming in at seed 21. With a personal best of 48 minutes 26 seconds, so pretty decent PB from him there. Versus his opponent Hypershadic at seed 69, best seed, and let me see, Hypershadic with a time of 2 hours 36 minutes and 17 seconds. So quite a huge discrepancy in times here between those two players. But again, there might be some major upset. You never know. And then on the bottom half of the screen, we've got Ready 9567 versus Brother Main. They are in group. Let me see. Plasma. Brother Main coming in at seed number 20. The personal best of 4 seconds better than Hillborn of a 48.22. And his opponent, Ready 9567, coming in at seed 68 with a personal best of 1 hour 27 minutes and 13 seconds. So that is what we've got going on for these players. That is what to expect here. Again, there can always be upsets. You never know. Still... Okay, so Hillborn is in here. The streams... Yeah, Hillborn's stream was black for a while, and now it's got a timer, and his game feed is going off and on. I'm not really sure what the deal with that is. Oh, is it really? Okay. Ready is the one with just the timer on his screen right now. Okay. Oh yeah, right. Okay, yes, of course. Okay, so it looks like we are waiting for one more player to enter the race. And we got to make sure that Ready gets his game feed on the screen.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, hello.
Oh. Hello.
You want to go ahead and introduce yourself to the chat?
Oh yes, I will. I'm 0xFF42. Most people go by Ox, which is shorter and well, mostly used by many people. And I'm here with Anaconda, and I'm going to commentate as well. Yeah.
Awesome. We are very glad to have you here. We are waiting on. I'm like totally blanking, but Hypershadic. We're waiting on Hypershadic. So there we go. He had his game minimized, Feasel, so his game feed should be coming up for you in just Reddy's should be coming up in just a second. We are waiting for Hypershadic. There he goes. He is now entered. So we're going to get all players to ready and get ready to start. And then I'll wait for the go-ahead from you, Feasel, to let them start. Okay, wonderful. So we just got to wait for everybody to ready. I believe we're waiting on one more player. And then we can get this underway. All right, there we go. So we have all players ready. So I'm going to double check and make sure that they are indeed ready to start this race.
Ooh.
Ready, you might want to head back to the race setup channel.
Want to be here? Or what?
Yeah, it's just going to be Ox and myself.
Okay.
All right, we are about to get started. Here we go. I'm going to go ahead and unenter. And the countdown has begun. So we are about to get this underway here. Who is excited? Show your hype in the chat. I am ready. My body is ready.
We are all ready.
We are
and
all...
we are wishing luck to all of them.
Yes.